Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy here at Southland RV to show you this is the brand new 2025 A-Liner. Now this particular one is the Scout Light. Very basic, but for those of you that can't tow a lot, this might be the perfect camper for you. Now for more information on this camper or any others, reach out to me. My contact information will be down below, as well as the specifications for this camper. But let's get started. So this is one of the smallest ones that they make, and it is the lightest. What I like about A-Liners is they actually weigh them when they're leaving, and so they're giving you what the tongue weight is and what the dry weight is. Now keep in mind, this one's not going to have any propane, but you're going to have to add the weight for the battery, which will go there. Now it has the propane tray there, so if you ever wanted to add propane so that you have a safe spot to put it, you could do that. Just understand, you're just adding to the weight of that. It does have the stabilizers up in the front here. Manual jack. You could always upgrade that if you wanted to a power jack. These things are very simple to put up and down. Now, there's another option. This one, I like the fact that this one has the wind kit on there, because that makes it a lot easier when you're lifting this lid. If you're kind of height deprived, it makes it a lot easier. The same thing when you're bringing it back down. Now the air conditioner is put on the side. Now that's a cover. Make sure that you take that cover off when you're using it. Now you do have access to under the dinette booth right from here, but you'll also have that on the inside. I'll show you that when we get inside here. Spare tire on the back. Again, on the back as well as the front, you have two stabilizers on each end. Makes it real simple for you to get to because they're right here on the outside. Just a 3/4 inch socket, power drill, you can put it up and down. These are no frills, people. Very no frills whatsoever. You have your 110 outlet, that's to run the AC. Of course, your water connection, so you'll have water. That's for the refrigerator. If you want to have a solar panel, a portable solar panel, you can hook that there. Notice there's no solar panels on the roof. Little scoop there to protect that power vent fan, because of the way that it opens up. The door is also going to open up to the back. It has to, because of the way that the roof line is. It's a very short roof line. Now, not a lot of lighting in here. You're gonna have a little light right here, which is gonna be for this light, so you actually be able to see when you're coming in if you did not want to have the roof light on, which is right here. So now that's 12 volt. The other 12 volt thing is you're gonna have this power vent fan, which you can have it where it's pulling the air through the windows. So you have one window there, you have another window there, plus then you also have a window on the door that you can open up as well. Or you can have the air pulling right in from here if you didn't want to open any windows. So that's that. And then of course they have these nice little bubble windows on it, and that's kind of nice when you're back in the back here on the dinette, and it allows you, gives you a little more room. I guess I would say in this one more shoulder room than it would be headroom. Now let's talk about, this could be 2 beds if you wanted to. Now the dinette breaks down to a bed. You're going to have 40 inches from the back side to here. So looking at it here, left to right here, it's going to be 40 inches. Now that is going at the bottom there, so you can see it slants in, so it's going to sleep a little bit narrower, I guess you could say. The length going side to side there would be 76 inches in length. So the table breaks down, it'll have some additional slats, and you'll be able to make that a bed. On the front, 76 inches in length as well, but it's only 30 inches. But again, it's going to sleep a little bit more narrow because of this slanting, and then also because you have this little overhang right there. Of course, I guess that could be where your legs would be down there if you wanted to. Notice you have a 12 volt connection there. I told you about your refrigerator. So there's your refrigerator. It's a little 12 volt fridge. You have the sink. So if you're going to go ahead and have the water hooked up, 110 outlet if you're plugged in. And of course, you're going to need the 110 if you're going to be running the air conditioner, which is right here. Now, the air is going to come out through here. You do have a little bit of storage here. Storage down below there as well. And then the other storage you have is right here under your sink. And then let me take off. I'm going to show you what the additional storage is underneath your dinettes there. Give me a sec. Okay, so first things first, this side is not going to come off, although you could make it so it comes off if you wanted it to. But because the fact that you have your electric, this is your breakers and fuses right here, that's in there. And of course, the going to the water and so forth, that's coming in through there. So that has the little screws. It has 4 screws on there. You can always make it so it doesn't. This is your 2 extra slats that you have for making the bed plus the table. This piece back here, this can come off of here, but that is not really storage back there. As you can see, that is more for the wiring coming back there, and that's access for them in the event that they needed to get back in there. Okay, so that's under there. And then here's your storage that you have here. Now you can get this from the outside or the inside. Now you see you have another 110 outlet right there, USB there. There's your outlet for the air conditioner. So gives you that idea. Now let me show you what you have for the front. Now for a small camper, this thing has a ton of storage here, as you can see. You see now they're towing another one here we got in. That's the larger Evolution that we have. Stay tuned, I'll show you what that looks like as well. But as you can see, look at all the storage that you have inside of here. Now, this you're not going to be able to get to unless you actually pull things up. So you can kind of hide some things back there. But these 2 others, this makes it real easy because the door opens sideways. This one's going to be a little more difficult. You have to lift it up, but you can see it does lift up high out of the way, as you can see. So you got your little wheel for the front. That way there you push it around when you if you're on a paved surface. Electrical cord, and then the handle for you to put the stabilizers up and down. By the way, these windows do have the shades that you can put up and down for them also. By the way, that is what it looks like with the wood on top of it. See, it makes it very easy because they cut it there. Makes it easy for you to lift them up and get them out of there. Now, a lot of people think, well, Paul, how the heck do these things go down anyway? Well, the easiest way, these go down very simple. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try and demonstrate a little bit for you. First of all, what you're going to want to do is get the cushions out of the way. You've got to get the cushions out of the way. You want to make sure that your sink is out of the way. You'd want to head and also get your table put out of the way. I mean, it's out of the way, it is there, but going down the road, you don't want it bouncing there. Now, this one here, you're actually going to be able to reach that before when you put this down, but typically what we tell you to do is unlock this door here on this wall here, because after I put this wall on this side down, I'm not, well, I could reach it in this one, but most others you can't. So now what you're going to do is, I'm doing this one-handed, by the way. This thing, you can have this thing set up in roughly about 30 seconds or more. You want to make sure that that sink, that you have both of those down flat, because if not, you could have a mess, because you'll still have water pressure on it. Now, before you ever put this wall down, you want to make sure that you unlock the door, because otherwise that will break that latch. Then all you're going to do is you're going to hold this here. I mean, you actually just unlock this one. Now I'm just going to do this one-handed, so give me a second here. And then we're just going to put this down. As you see, that just lays down in there. And then I'm just going to close the door. You see how easy that is? And then we close this here. Now all we've got to do is we've got to just pull this down. Now luckily this one isn't as tall as some of the others, and if you need to, you can use this bar to kind of push up this wall here, or this ceiling part there, and be able to pull this down. But let me show you how easy this is to do. Okay, so let's try this now. So what you're going to want to do is try to grab up as high as you can here and pull down. And all you do is it comes down, and you're going to pull the other part Now as it comes down, then all you're going to do is latch this side, latch the other side, and you're done. It's that simple. Now to put it up, again, you could use that this wind bar here and push that top one up. The faster you push it up, the easier it is to set up. Now let's go ahead and see if I can just do this one-handed again here. So you're going to push this part up here. Whoop. Normally you need two hands, but I'm going to go ahead now, just put this up. This one's really easy because it's a lot shorter. Now that is up. Now it's a matter of us just putting these walls up. And all you're going to do is when you open this, you just lift in this wall here. You just want to make sure that you have it open enough so it doesn't hit the edge here. So what I could do is I can actually lay that one down there a little bit until I lift this a little bit, and then I'll open it. Well, actually, that one's going to go all the way out just fine. So that, with just one hand, you can do that. That's how light this one is. Then all I do is I lock that one in. Then we're going to put this one up here. You know, it's the bigger ones that give you the a little bit more trouble, I guess you could say, for those of us that aren't as tall as we should be. So that's pretty much it. The only other thing I have to do now is latch this door. And by the way, the more level you are, the easier it is for you to do this. And I'm trying to do it one-handed here. This is get that latch. That's that. Now if you wanted to put the this in on this side, again, it's a lot easier when you have two hands here. This just goes here, you put the pin in, and now that will keep that roof, if the wind was blowing and going that direction or going this direction, those two roof pieces cannot separate. That's the benefit of that. So what are you thinking of the Scout Light? What do you think of A-liner in general? Like I say, this is the smallest one that they have, and they only get bigger from here. So stay tuned because they got a lot more coming to you. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. I'll be back at you again soon. Take care.